Got this YouTube channel monetized after just 18 months and 62 videos. That's not the fastest, but I did it whilst working a full-time job, running a Shopify store on the side and having a baby, mainly thanks to these 3 super simple steps. And to be honest, my missus being an amazing mother, an absolute legend. I'm also going to show you my first videos that I ever posted, and they are terrible. So the first key step that you need to be doing happens before you've even turned on the camera, and that's planning out your title. Now, in the early days, I used to just turn the camera on with a rough idea of what I was going to talk about, ramble on for 10 minutes, and then at the end go, right, what am I going to call that? What's the title going to be? That's definitely not what you should be doing, guys. In fact, I really wish I understood this earlier. I think I would have got monetized quicker. You need to think of the title first, because having a good, solid title and therefore a concise topic that your video is going to be about is enough to carry your video, even if the rest of it is subpar. Like, you can have a bit of a crap video quality, not the best sound quality even, very simple editing. If your topic is a good topic, that's enough to carry it. In my opinion, the order of importance of video elements for YouTube, topic/title would be number 1. Then you got things like sound quality and some basic editing, then video quality, and then at the end, like fancy editing. It's very easy to make the mistake of thinking, if I just get the best camera, that's going to improve my YouTube videos. And it's also quite a comforting thought when you're starting out. If you're going, I'm not getting as many views as I hope, that's probably because I haven't got an expensive camera. If I just get an expensive camera, that'll solve everything. It won't. If you don't believe me, have a look at some of the most popular videos on this channel. You'll see that most of them, they're just me sitting in an old chair talking to an old iPhone 10 with a pretty basic microphone and some dodgy lighting. But what they do is they speak about a very specific topic and they answer a very specific question that people have and that people want to know the answer to. And that leads me on to key step number 2, focus on search. Stick with me here and all will become clear. So these are the main ways that people find your videos. You'll find that when you initially post, most of your views are coming from these sources. But after a few days, at least for me anyway, these views usually start to drop and pretty much just fall off a cliff. This can be really disheartening, especially if you just spent hours, if not days, if not weeks sometimes, crafting your latest masterpiece video, and then it just bombs. Like, to be honest, it can be pretty depressing. However, take a look at the views charts for my most popular videos here. So what do they all have in common? They all started off pretty poor for a few weeks and then suddenly ticked up. Why? Well, that's because they started to get ranked in YouTube search. And you see this here, external, they're coming from Google search. So have a look at the titles. What do they all have in common? They're things that people are going to search for. Now, don't get me wrong, if you are a pro, you probably are best going after these recommended views and the browse views, because that's how you're more likely to go viral, because then you're going to be reaching people who aren't even necessarily searching or looking for what your video is about, but it's just that good and you're that good that people are going to click it and they're going to watch it all and they're going to enjoy it and the algorithm's going to love it and it's going to show it to more people. But in my opinion, if you're a beginner, most of you should be going for search. So those videos that are out there now getting views from search engines are basically like mini assets. They're like mini virtual properties just out there in the YouTube ecosystem or the YouTube market even. And they're just bringing in bits of passive income each month now, just picking up those views. And as a bonus, you won't feel so depressed when your latest video bombs, because you know it doesn't matter, it's going to get picked up by search in 2 or 3 weeks' time, and then we're going to see the real growth. And just before I show you how bad my first videos were and give you the 5-second success secret that you all should be doing in order to get more subscribers, let's talk about key step number 3. And that is to minimize your process/workflow. So you've got to figure out a way that you can reliably and consistently make videos in like a repeatable process that doesn't leave you absolutely knackered and eventually will lead to you burning out. As you start to get more and more into YouTube and video production, it's very easy to get carried away. Trust me, I've been there. You start trying to take really artistic B-roll shots. You start trying to do more fancy editing, add in, like, let's be honest, unnecessary music in places that doesn't need it, things like that. And while it is fun sort of exploring this new like hobby, let's be honest, it can be a big waste of time and just leave you, like burnt out, like I said. Like, does all that stuff make your video better? Probably will a bit, yeah, but you get diminishing returns. Like with editing, so some basic editing will be very good for your video, but then after that, like the actual value you're getting back from your time, you get diminishing returns. So let's say you spend 50% extra time on your editing, your video might be what, 10% better, 15% better, maybe. Obviously I'm making up numbers here, but hopefully you get the point. Like, you're much better off just knowing when to stop, saying this is good enough. Don't try and aim for perfect, because you want to finish a video feeling like, I actually enjoyed doing that. I'm happy to do that again next week or in 2 weeks' time, whatever your schedule is. You don't want to be finishing a video thinking, thank God that's over. That took absolutely forever, especially if it doesn't then do too well, because you'll just end up quitting. It's as simple as that. So aim for good enough, don't aim for perfect. For example, this video took about 30 hours all up, and it absolutely bombed and flatlined basically. Whereas this one took about 4 hours from start to finish, including sort of solidifying the research, filming it, and then editing it. This one here is an express ticket to Burnout Town on board the stress train. And this one is a leisurely stroll down Easy Street, baby. By the way, if you want more tips on how to make money whilst avoiding burnout and absolutely wrecking yourself, then be sure to subscribe to this channel, because I've got a ton more videos on the way that show you how to make money while still enjoying your life, spending time with your family, doing your hobbies, seeing your friends, all that stuff. It's all important for your mental health. So make sure you hit subscribe if you want to see more from me. And that was my bonus tip. Where? Just there. I see heaps of channels that are getting loads of views, and they're good channels with good videos, but they're not monetized, and like they haven't got 1,000 subs. And I'm like, why? And then I watch a few of their videos and I realize they're not asking for the sub. Like, it sounds stupid. You think, oh, well, if someone likes my channel, they're just going to subscribe. But we've got so much going on in our lives. A little nudge, a reminder, you can actually subscribe, it's free to do. It's honestly, it's going to improve your conversion rate from viewers into subscribers, like beyond belief. You won't even believe the difference it makes. So in every video you make, just ask for the sub just once somewhere in your video. Don't be an idiot. Don't do it right at the start. Don't start your video by saying, hi, my name's blah, blah, blah. Like this video, subscribe and all that. Because people are like, well, I don't even know who you are. Don't even know if you're any good. I'm not. And they'll just click off the video. So try and ask for the sub after you've provided some value, and give people a reason to subscribe. So you can say, because I've got more videos about blah, 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 whatever the topic is, give people a reason to subscribe. Go back and watch the one I just did a minute ago if you want an example of that. Getting monetized is hard to do, but you definitely can do it. Like, to be honest, I still feel like I'm a bit shit and I managed to do it. So if I can do it, you can do it. I didn't post every week like they say you need to do. Like I said, I did 62 videos in 18 months. So what's that one? Is that one every 2 weeks maybe? Obviously, sometimes I did do it every week, and then sometimes if I just didn't have the time or energy, I'd leave it a month in between videos. I think I've left it a month now, for example. So I think I'm going to start making more videos about this, because you need to avoid burnout whilst also striving for success, especially if this is like a side hustle and you're also got a full-time job and all these other commitments, family commitments and that. It's important to get it all balanced. But anyway, that's the story for another video. As promised, here are some clips from some of my first videos that I ever recorded, and they are super cringeworthy. They're not even online anymore, but just for you, here they are.
Hey guys, Andy here, and you are watching Anything But a Job, the channel where we try and make some money by doing anything but a job. This is my first ever video on the channel, so if you're thinking, this is a bit rubbish, well, you know why. Asking for a recommendation for a product that solves the problem that your product does. I'm probably not making very much sense here. Okay, I'll probably play some music here with that intro. Let's say, for example, you sold calculators with massive buttons, right? Like this, because I've got clumsy fingers. I know for a fact the sound quality is going to be absolutely terrible. Let's see if I can get hold of a better mic for the next one. Say, hey guys, I've got really fat fingers. Do you know where I can buy a calculator with massive buttons? Alright, thanks for watching. I guess this is the bit where I'm supposed to say hit the subscribe button wherever that is, or hit the like button. Yeah, you don't have to. You just say, well, yeah, it's your life. I'm not going to tell you what to do. I'm not your mum. All right, cheers now. Bye.